All right, welcome to AC Flora High School in Forest Acres, South Carolina. This is AC Flora hosting Westwood, region opener.
Region opener. Feels good to be back.
Yeah,
Feels really.
it's been a day, Alex.
No, but like the baseball field. No,
Oh, yeah.
no, come on, give me one of these, Jeff.
Wait, were you not here?
No, I was on spring break.
Oh, spring break. Okay.
I know.
Oh, yeah,
So no, it's feels good to be here. I'm excited.
yeah.
So, but no, it's
Okay.
a game we hopefully need to win.
Yeah, and as anyone watching the stream can tell, sun's going to be an issue right now.
Correct. Perfect.
All right.
Right as I finished everything I need to do.
Excellent.
Left a little later than I thought I was going to, and got it done on time. That's all that matters.
Hey, can you pull up the stream on your phone just to make sure? Because I'm streaming through my phone today.
Of course I can, Jeff. I am ready. Thank you. That's a new one. Dun, 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 dun. Looks good.
Excellent.
Ladies and gentlemen, Falcon fans,
The sun backdrop's kind of dramatic.
I kind of forgot my sunglasses. If you guys, did you set the outfield camera today, or we just have the one?
Just one.
Well, for people who have the outfield camera, they'll see me at night. I'll usually have sunglasses on around this time. Today is not the day.
In right field, number 18, Charlie Scott. Third baseman, number 1, Jack Chetwood. In left field, number 5, Scott Graham. Center fielder, number 29, Evan Smith.
Oh, he is number 29. What are you doing to me, y'all?
Designated hitter tonight, number 28, Rohan Brewer. On the mound, number 24, Carter Harrington. At short, number 9, Joe Ray. And behind the plate, number 30, Lucas Beal.
All right. So quick go around the diamond here. Just if y'all didn't hear it. The 1, Carter Harrington, aka Sparky, as we're gonna call him here pretty much exclusively.
Yeah.
In the battery, number 2 behind the plate, Lucas Beal. First base, Tyler Hernandez. Second base, the Falcon sensation, Roper Wensky. You may have heard the name. The shortstop, Joe Ray. At the 5, Jack Chetwood. He's holding down the third base line. In left field, that's Scott Graham. Center field, Evan Smith. And right field is Charlie Scott. A couple names you heard from last year. Couple names that you probably never thought to even think about or even think they could be a part of the team.
Wait, what?
There's a couple names that you just don't know. I mean, they weren't even on the team last year.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Players we're unfamiliar with.
Correct. That's the point is like you didn't think they were on the team because you didn't know who they were.
Yeah.
No.
not you're shocked that they
No.
made it.
I mean, to be honest, it's the first time I'm seeing these players play live, so I don't know. No, I have a lot of unknowns, but I think the biggest unknown for this Falcon team is you're looking at it right there on the mound. They have lost basically all production for starting rotation last year.
Yeah.
The person they returns the most inning, Hank Collins. He pitched 12. He's already at over 8 this year. We are in game number 4. You can do the math. Falcons have a lot of unknown on the mound, and then, there's a lot of growing pains here for this team on the diamond, but a lot that will probably get solved in the next couple weeks. Hopefully tonight, you're going to have to play a Westwood team that, no one really, haven't been much of a problem. However, they're coming off of 2 big wins against Lee Central. They beat them by a combined score of 40-8 over 2 games. So not a team you want to take lightly. However, Falcons are looking to continue their, dare I say it, undefeated streak ever. They've never lost to this Red Hawk team. I'm excited.
I can turn off the background music.
So here we go.
Yeah, and I'll read some ad copy. I forgot to print it off.
All good.
So
I'll get it.
I'll take the
We'll get it going.
Burton.
Feels good to be back at the plate. Right-handed hitter Kellen Moore. Sparky, the right-hander, deals first pitch. Looks to be a bit off the plate on that right side. Outside ball 1. Sparky, that's how he greets him. Kellen, number 3, the freshman, watches strike 1 go by at that outside part of the plate. Lower part of the zone. It looked like that was around the same spot the last pitch was, but umpire gives him the 1-1 count. Quickly, Sparky working. That one's popped in the air, straight back, foul ball. It's going to be 1-2. Gives me a chance to catch my breath. Kellen Moore, he's been the leadoff every game here for the Red Hawks, the freshman, trying to get them started hot. Sparky, 1-2, deals home, low in the dirt. Beal keeps it in front of him. It's going to move the count to 2-2. A little breezy here tonight in Forest Acres, coming, I think, more in than anywhere kind of directional on the field. So we'll see how many fly balls get caught if there's a big gust here and there. 2-2 coming home. Swinging strike 3. Sparky gets the first one to go. Falcons start with a K. Well, that's what Sparky needed. He's had 2 games started. One of these things for the Falcons that need to get going again, as I said earlier, on the mound. He's 0-1, 6 innings pitched. Looking to try to grab his first win.
Against good competition up to this point. Yeah.
Yes. Chapin is now the 10th ranked team in 5A in the state. And playing them this early in the season is just rough for the Falcons. And, it's just a tough start. Well, in the plate now, number 2, our old friend Nathan Caldwell. Righty on righty, as that one's, I think it's going to hit the knob of the bat, actually. This is going to be a foul ball. Nathan checked his swing, and instead of it being high and inside, it ends up being strike number 1. But I say our old friend because we saw Mr. Caldwell back for the Legion team this summer, playing for AAA Blue. If y'all were to join us for that, a lot of fun.
It was a good start to the summer for us.
Oh, yeah. 0-1, fouled that back, and Caldwell's behind 0-2. Caldwell a threat on the base pass, but he only got there 2 times this summer. Well, 4 if you include the walks, but only 2 hits for Caldwell, or not summer, but spring. Let me break back into this baseball rotation. 0-2 coming down, swinging strike 3. Looked like Caldwell didn't want to go, but Carter got him. Back-to-back strikeouts for Sparky, as I lose a piece of paper.
Uh-oh.
We'll get it later.
Yeah, so for the stream, once lacrosse ends, or B-team lacrosse ends at the end of this month, I'll start setting up the outfield camera, but not for today.
We'll figure it out when we get there. So Najee Stedman into the dish, righty, fouls that one back into the net. And I just realized it was their sheet of paper that I lost. Not ideal. So
wait, which one?
The sheet of paper that tells me all about that.
Westwood?
Correct. We'll just go what we have. Stedman holding down the corner at third base. Sparky working quickly, 0-1. Fastball outside, ball 1. So on the mound, Sparky, 7 earned runs this summer, but he does get a lot of the outs via the K-ball. He's got 11 now, with including the 2 on tonight. 1-1, swinging strike 2, fastball outside. Got Stedman to swing through it. Sparky looking for a 1-2-3 inning here. All strikeouts would be the cherry on top. Sparky winds, deals 1-2, bouncing ball inside. Stedman doesn't chase, and we'll go to 2s. 2-2 count, 2 outs here in the top of the first inning of this game between AC Flora and Westwood. The Falcons and the Red Hawks, what I was going for. Sparky winds, deals home. That ball's popped straight in the air towards me. Not think I'm going to make a play on it. It's going to go out of play towards the bleachers. Everyone gets out of the way and hits nobody. You okay, Jeff?
Yeah, no, I wanted to catch it. It's too far away.
I know.
I should have taken off my headset and run over there.
It was. I thought I was gonna. It's been a while since I've read a baseball, but I thought it was coming a little closer to me. But
Dude, if it comes near you, you better go for it.
I mean, trust me, I'll have many chances in the Forest Acres Classic,
Yeah.
which I'm sure we'll talk about a lot later on here tonight. Oh, I found my paper. 2-2 pitch, curveball, strike three, looking.
All right.
Back to back case for Sparky. It's what this AC Flora team needed. They go 3 up, 3 down in the top of the first. Offense comes to bat here, coming right back on Definite Fiction, 0-0. Don't go anywhere.
Oh, wait. Hey, hold on.
Never mind.
I'm going to read some ad copy.
There you go.
All right. So, yeah, this spring we got Superior Fence and Rail sponsoring.
Who are they, Jeff? I haven't heard of them.
Superior Fence and Rail. If you're looking for a Columbia fencing company that you can trust, for more than 2 decades, Superior Fence and Rail has been building quality fences. They're a Columbia fencing company that cares about its customers. Homeowners rely on Superior Fence and Rail for exceptional products and installations. They have more than 5,000 5-star reviews and a 94% customer satisfaction rating. Visit them online at superiorfenceandrail.com or give Greg Graham a call at 803-239-1302 to get started. All right, here we go.
Welcome back to Falcon Field. 0-0 contest. Top of the first. Sparky went down, got him down in order via the strikeout. Remy Gilmer, the right-hander for the Red Hawks, hits the mound. He'll be faced a disadvantage early. Tyler Hernandez, the lefty at first, will greet him. First pitch, high outside, ball one. That's how we start tonight on offense. For the Red Hawks, Remy Gilmer at the plate, Nathan Caldwell behind the dish. Raylan Steeden at first, Kellen Moore second. Zach Hardy at short, Nigel Stedman at third. Ball's coming fouled back into here, and 1-1's the count. Xavier DeJesus in left field, Micah Henryhand in center, and Christian Schumacher in right. Quick rundown for the Red Hawks this year, who are looking to grab their first win against the Falcons ever. We'll see. They can do some damage here and keep it at a 0-0. Curveball stays outside against the lefty. It'll be 2-1, excuse me. Gonna be a great day.
What position is Tyler playing today?
Tyler's at first. He's been pretty much the predominant first baseman this year with the loss of Chapman at high pitch. I think Chapman played first, didn't he, for us? Or am I just misremembering?
A little bit, yeah. No, there was another primary first baseman this year.
Charles
Floyd.
Yeah. A lot of Falcons that have lost. We lost Cooper, we lost Chapman, we lost Charles, we lost Grant, we lost Carew, we lost Davis. I mean, you could go the list on and on. Fastball right down Broadway, but it's going to be a little low. Never mind. Tyler Hernandez draws a 5-pitch walk, and he'll go aboard.
Stepping up the plate for the Birds, number 7, Roper Winsky.
Well, tell me if you've heard that name before. Roper Wensky.
Yeah, I know that dude.
You do? I think he lives by you.
Yeah, he does.
Well, I kind of unironically, I mean, he won the starting job on the football team for the quarterback, if you haven't heard of that. And then he's been pretty much the best player at this plate for AC Florida to start the year. First pitch to him, the righty, greets the right-handed Wensky with a strike. That curveball hit the outside part of the zone. Wensky 6 for 14 to start the year. He's been all over the place. He's got to follow it up with some RBIs now. He's got a couple, but not as many as you'd want him to. That's next pitch. That breaking ball will stay outside. Caldwell behind the dish keeps it in front. Considering, the low scoring, Roper only has 2 RBIs, and that's kind of due to the fact of just not many people getting on base and a lot of inopportune hitting in some clutch situations. Pickoff play back at first. Tyler gets back. It'll get away from Seaton at first, but no movement from Tyler. Huh?
The sun is blinding. I had to open up the or increase the ISOs so that we could see in the shadows, but it's just that contrast.
Don't worry, it's about to go like right down over the building in about maybe a minute or 2.
Yeah.
1-1 to the second baseman. Pitch looks to be a changeup low. Ball 2. Again, it's a little gusty here. Not too bad though. Not like last night. Yeah. So, well, it was coming in earlier. We'll see if that fly balls get knocked down if they go to the outfield. 2-1 coming home. That ball lifted into center. Long run for Henry Hand. He's going to move to his right. He'll settle under it and make the catch, calling Schumacher off. So a fly out to Roper Wensky to center. And that's how the first out comes for the Falcons.
Up next from the Falcons, number 18, Charlie Scott.
That is, I'm going to nominate that for Walk-Up of the Year already, Jeff.
Yeah, this is a nice song.
Many Men is a phenomenal walk-up.
All right, so varsity quarterback, previous batter, JV quarterback, this batter.
There you go. Well, Charlie played a little toward the end last year as he takes ball 1 outside. Yeah, it's righty on righty for Charlie. Hit 188 last year. Looking to improve on that. So far he has. 4 for 13 this spring. Trey, RBIs for Charlie, which is actually the team lead here in the first 4 games of the season. Right-hander deals home. Inside pitch to Charlie. It'll stay inside for 2-0. Ball that kind of got close to the plate, but I think it was up around the letters, which makes it 2-0. Tyler at first. No movement. I don't know what I was going for there as that breaking ball stays high. It's 3-0 against Charlie. He's drawn 2 walks so far here. With one more, he would actually tie Tyler coming into the night, even though Tyler does now have it by 2. On deck is Jack Chetwood, the third baseman, one of the new Falcons on this varsity team. Right now, Gilbert, though, deals to Scott. Low and outside, ball 4. 2 walks here in the first inning. Gets the Falcons the first and second with 1 out. And Caldwell going to come and try to calm his pitcher down.
Stepping in the box for the Falcons.
You do not want to give the Falcons an early lead.
Chetwood.
Well, for those who are new to the baseball team, Chetwood, one of these new players for AC Florida, number 1, the right-handed hitter, the sophomore. He's been a solid player this year, can't even lie. 3 for 10 coming into the night. Coming off a 1 for 4 game in the win against Trier, with 2 of the 7 runs batted in coming from his bat. They're keeping a close eye on Tyler at second. Instead, Gilbert will come home. Bunt attempt with a push bunt. Go back to Gilbert. Everyone's going to move, and Gilbert loses his footing. Chetwood will go to first. And a bunt single works to perfection. It was a beautifully placed.
Yeah, he may have been safe even if that was fielded cleanly.
I think he would have been, Jeff. It was one of these where
Batting for the Falcons, number
the third
5,
baseman,
Scott
Stedman, had to go
Graham.
cover third base because there was a man coming to third.
Yeah.
So instead of what would usually happen, where he'd probably go and call Gilbert off and make the play at first, instead he doesn't, and corners are immediately going to come in for Scott Graham, another new Falcon. He's yet to record an at-bat this year. Here's his first. He fouls one back into the backstop.
What What grade is he in?
Well, he's a sophomore.
He's a sophomore.
It's a
Okay.
very young team here, Jeff. It's a lot of sophomores and a lot of seniors. So looking towards the future for this AC Flora squad, you're going to see a lot of the now and a lot of the new. 0-1 coming home. Curveball going to stay outside against the lefty.
Yeah, it's kind of
1-1.
weird how that's been working out. Like, so my oldest son, Sam, who's the junior in college, his grade was really big. And then Hearns, who's freshman in college, so last year's seniors, that was a huge class.
Yeah.
And then the senior and junior class, not just for this sport, but across the sports, seem to be kind of smaller. And then the sophomore class, like lacrosse, we have tons of kids on lacrosse. And
you're seeing it right here. I mean, Roper, obviously the quarterback, Kendall Bird.
yeah, our receiving core
Yeah,
was
pretty much.
generally that.
I think the oldest receiver was Trip Van Vleck, and after that it was Kendall Bird. Well, it was a low pitch, 2-1 coming home. That ball gets away from Caldwell. Going to come home's Tyler. He will get in standing on a wild pitch. Graham will take that. And a wild pitch gets him home, and the Falcons draw first blood. It's 1-0. So 3-1. First base is now open.
I'm just realizing I got to move my scoreboard. it's like blocking the head of the runner on second.
I'll tell him to get out of the way. Ball fouled back from Graham's going to run it full. 3-2. What you going to do?
Yeah.
Well, I got to tell Jack just to move to the right or the left, and I'm sure he'll oblige, Jeff.
Well, that's all right. I can just grab this. And through the magic of
So
OBS.
Behind him on deck is a man everyone's familiar with, Evan Smith. Right now, Gilbert trying to get this man out of the plate. Curveball stays high. Scott Graham draws a walk in his first at-bat this spring. Falcons have now got him loaded yet again. So the third walk of the inning for Gilbert, who's been pretty solid for Westwood coming into tonight. He only allowed 3 runs in 5 innings in his game against Dreer. He did take the loss, unfortunately. But right now, he's matched his season in walks. He came in tonight with 3, has 3. Bringing up a dangerous bat in Evan Smith. First pitch to him, curveball over Evan's head. Ball 1. So, if you've heard the name Evan, I mean, everyone's probably heard the name Evan Smith on this stream. This man can flat out hit with the best of them. 4 for 10 coming into the night, but last year hit 341 in Legion, hit 354. That's with some of the best seniors and graduating seniors in the state. This kid can do it all at the plate, as Coach Hallett called him one of the big 4. One 1-0 the count coming home. Gilbert Evans going to lift that one into center. Henry Hand misread. Going to have to come charging in. That ball's getting in there, and the left fielder's going to dive and can't make the play. It's to Jesus off his glove. That will allow everyone to move up. So Evan Smith, RBI for him. We'll have to see the official ruling on that. It looked like it would have. I'm going to call it a hit, I think. But
Yeah, I couldn't have caught it. I'm not sure of the standard, though.
I think that's how we should call it, right? If
Yeah,
you can catch it.
if I can catch it.
That's a great. Well, another new name for the Falcons, and this is even new for me. Rohan Bremer is not on my stat sheet. That's because he was called up for tonight. He's DHing for Sparky on the mound. It's going to be righty on righty yet again. Falcons are up 2-0 against Westwood with only 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Bremer, Gilbert welcomes him to the varsity level with a strike fastball on the outside edge of the plate. Yeah, I got up to the scoreboard, scorer's table to get the score sheet or the roster lineups, and they said, by the way, we had some new players. And I said, oh.
Right.
And I looked at the stat sheet, and this was him. And welcome to varsity, man. He got hit in the butt, but it's also his first RBI. And the Falcons go up 3-0 here in the first as Jack Chetwood comes across.
Yeah.
Stepping in the box for the Birds, number 9, Joe Ray.
All right, Jeff, I have a funny story to tell you.
Yeah, let's hear it.
So when I'm doing my research on this team, I looked at our team. I kid you not, I looked at Joe Ray, and I said, this has to be like one of your fill-in names.
Yeah, Jerry.
I didn't believe it. So I go to the max preps, ball bounces in the dirt against the right-handed hitter. Caldwell keeps it in front of him. But I went to Max Preps, same name. And I was like, there's just no way this kid's name is Joe
Yeah.
Ray. Well, it's Joe Ray.
Joe Ray came from Spain.
Huh?
Across the ocean and it's Fountains of Wayne song.
I've never heard of that.
Oh
so
my
yeah,
goodness.
there's your, for those home, hope you have a good laugh at me who doesn't know the Falcons school or the AC Flora High School student body. Joe Ray is a name that exists, and he pops that one up to first baseman. Seaton moving over, but it's going to be calling him off. Kellen Moore, the second baseman. He'll make the play just short of the outfield grass on that right side for out number 2.
I may have been able to make that play.
You may have?
Yeah.
I thought Seaton was going to make the play, which would have been very hard for him to do.
Yeah.
But instead he doesn't. Well, so since Tyler's now playing predominantly at first, Lucas Beal has thus stepped into the rotation of this starting lineup for AC Flora. He's been the predominant catcher so far this year for the Falcons. He's 1 for 3 in the win against Dreer. First pitch to him, the right-hander hitter backs off the plate as a curveball goes around his face for ball 1. So unfortunately with AC Flora, this has kind of defined how the offense has gone. I mean, you have people on base, and you have 3 runs, but you can really do a lot more damage with the bases loaded. And usually they haven't scored in these situations. 1-0, that pitch lined into left. Tough play for DeJesus. It's going to drop in front of him. 1 run's going to score. Coming around second is Evan Smith, He'll get there safely, allowing Bremer to move to third. Well, make me eat my words, gentlemen. 2 RBI single into left field for Lucas Beal. And the Falcons continue this onslaught in the first inning. It's going to be 5-0.
Now batting for the Falcons, number 21, Tyler Hernandez.
Well, that's how you bat around, Jeff.
Oh, we're already around, yeah.
Tyler Hernandez, right on cue, steps back into the dish. He reached off of a,
number 2, Rentz Best.
well, Renz, he's not in the starting lineup tonight for whatever reason. His pitch running at first, maybe just a low management here in the early portion of the season. We do have a backloaded half of the week. We play at Westwood on Thursday and then go to Greenville on Friday. Well, the lefty will get back into the plate and almost hit him. That ball's going to be off of Caldwell and allow Rins to scoot on over to second. But as I said, yeah, I got to travel to Greenville Friday, and then I think next week we have 3 games as well. And then after that, well, the fun really does begin in the Forest Acres Classic. So Coach
I think Coach Howe told him to drive in too.
I agree.
That's what my advice would have been.
That's
We got runners on second, third. Go ahead and hit them in.
I agree. Well, this will be a downright disastrous for Gilbert. He's coming tonight playing solid, but an 8-run first or 7-run first inning would not be ideal. 1-0 comes home, pitches higher on the letters. Tyler lays off. It's 2-0. He walked his first at bat. He leads the team now with 4 walks, not 5. It will be 5 if he walks here.
The hottest hitter on the team up next, maybe?
Correct.
Yeah.
In my opinion, yes. I mean, it's an early season, so a lot of the stats are kind of skewed with how it goes. 2-2, right back at us, Jeff Flinch.
It was 3D. That was fantastic.
If y'all can tell at home, we are playing with real baseballs.
I think the stream would have appreciated that one. Everyone at home ducking. Huh?
I mean, that's the best one. When you're scrolling through TikTok and you're just at the screen, and then out of nowhere, just something comes right at your face.
Actually, what would be kind of amazing is if I had a button where I could
You could do that. That ball
put up
down the left field line
a graphic of broken glass. That would be amazing.
You should, or you should post it on like your reels of just like, look at this at bat, and then just.
It's so good.
Oh, that'd be good. Well, I mean, it could be worse. 2-2 the count against the left-handed Hernandez. Remy Gilbert trying to get out of this first inning. But the damage is already done. It's a 5-0 lead for the Falcons. 2-2, 2 outs. Coming home, that pitch. Late swing from Hernandez. Gets his piece of the bat. Got lucky there, I think, in a more of a way, but he'll take it. He did not swing, I think, till that ball was about 2 seconds, or not even 2 feet in front of him. He'll take it. Again, Roper Wensky on deck if it gets that far, and then after him in the hole, Charlie Scott. Falcons with only 2 hits so far in this first inning. They did award Evan with an error, not a hit. That ball, he fouls that back again. It looked to be a fastball on the outside edge. So they awarded Evan with an error, something I don't know if I agree with, but because considering the center fielder took a step back, but the left fielder was charging in the whole time. So
Yeah, it was a tougher play for the left fielder for sure.
yeah, so it's one of those things where I don't know what you call it, but they call it an error. 2-2 gonna come home high heat. Tyler stays off of it though, and it's gonna be a full count, 2 outs. Runners on second and third. Excuse me, I'm trying to get back into the swing of things for baseball. I've been in lacrosse mode. That's what you want to call it.
Yeah.
Tyler.
Season of sticks.
This is the season of sticks. You got lacrosse sticks and you got baseball sticks. Full count coming home. Tyler watches it high, ball 4, and he draws his team leading 5th walk of the spring.
Yeah. You know what the awesome thing is about Roper?
Yeah.
Is he's got to be the most excited. Oh, yeah, I got bases loaded, you know?
I mean,
Like for any athlete out here.
it's one of these things where, I mean, we'll give you a little just simple thing. I may be all for Remy Gilbert tonight, who tough start for him, getting pulled after only 2 outs and giving up 5 runs. But
Oh, they're pulling? Okay.
I think they're about to. But
Yeah, so what is it?
uh,
Let me play some background music while we play this.
so I think the next, so here, I'll get a quick look at who's going to come in. It's going to be number 5, Austin Jeffcoat. He's actually the DH coming into the night, so it's a pretty even switch on my scorecard. That'll be all for Gilbert. Again, all the runners on base are attached to him. Won't have his final tally until we get there, but not how he wanted the night to go. Instead, he'll bring it over to the sophomore right-hander, Austin Jeffcoat. And Roper Wensky is, you kind of mentioned, Jeff, in this situation, the 2-hole, you don't get a lot of chances with bases loaded.
Yeah.
Roper now has a chance with bases loaded to do some damage here. Blow this game wide open in the first inning. Which is also nice because, as along with 3 losses to start the year, our mound doesn't have much of a lead every time. Like, we were down early. We trailed for most of the game against Dutch Fork. We were either tying or trailing Chapin the whole game. It's just the mound now has some comfortability back there, and the pitchers can kind of relax and find their groove here. And maybe we can hopefully save some arms.
Yeah.
So how was your work day, Jeff? You have some...
That's all right.
Also, where did you
Work,
park,
and
by
then-
the way?
Well, there was a spot where the baseball players park, like right on the curve,
Okay.
and so I just went ahead and pulled in there, not
Because
not knowing there would be a spot, if there would be a spot in the lot.
Because I walked in and I was like, there's no way Jeff's not here. I'm like kind of late. There's no way. Jeff always gets here like an hour and a half early.
Yeah.
So an hour and a half's a bit egregious. More like,
Yeah. Well, we had lacrosse practice today.
oh, so you just walked over.
No,
Oh, you thought you.
but I was late getting here.
Hey, it's okay. I mean, so was I.
Well, yeah. I'm sorry. I was late for me. I was still here
I mean, we were both here on time.
50 minutes earlier.
Which is better than what I'd do, because last year I legitimately, if you remember, I'd walk in as they're announcing the starting lineups.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
wasn't my finest work.
No, you are early.
Hey, I'm early every time.
Lewinsky.
All right, background music off. Oh, except there's. Oh, this is his walk up.
It's his walk up. They'll be all right.
Yeah.
Well, as I said, Roper Wensky coming into the night 6 for 14. Excuse me, 8 times he's gotten out. First pitch to the right-hander gets away from Caldwell, breaking for the plate. Will be Bremer, who scores for the first time in his varsity career. Wild pitch gets him home.
Yeah.
Falcons. Been in this situation before. First open.
Roper kind of conflicted.
Yeah, I think Roper was like, we scored nice.
Wait, but I had
But,
bases loaded.
Yeah, but I want to do more. He can still get 2 home runs.
Yeah.
Well, Roper Wensky for this team really kind of came on toward the end of last season. Hit 4 of 7 in the postseason. He was phenomenal.
Yeah.
I think that's not everything I have too, but that ball, as you can hear, dinging off one of the metal poles here that holds the backstop up. So it's 1-1. Roper 2 for 3 and 1 RBI in the win against Dreer on Saturday. As a 1-1 pitch, ball bounces way in front of Caldwell, breaking for the plate, and it'll slide in safely as Rentz. The pitch runner who came in for Beal scores, and so far, not the start Jeffcoat wanted, as now he's bounced in 2 balls and brought in 2 runners. I mean, he'll take it, though. They're technically not on him. It's on Gilbert, who's now let up 7 runs. I think 6 technically with the error, but get the idea. 2-1 coming home to Roper. That ball swinging strike 2. The off-speed fooled Wensky at the plate. And Jeffcoat 1 strike away from getting out of this inning.
Yeah, Game Changer only has 2 of the 7 runs earned.
Aha. Yeah, it's one of those things where I'm not exactly sure kind of how they rule those, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
kind of a weird thing. I'd probably do more deep dive in the rules if I need to.
Yeah.
But I know Evans. I know 5 of them are earned because I know Evans shouldn't have counted, and then the one that got him to 3rd. But I'm not sure after that. 2-2 coming home to Roper outside. Umpire says ball 3, so it's full count here for the sophomore sensation. 3-2, 2 outs on deck is Charlie Scott if it gets that far. Jeffcoat, the righty, winds, deals home. That pitch line to the second baseman on a line. Kellen Moore got it, flips it to first, not in time. Seed dropped off the bag. Looking at a delayed reaction from the second baseman Moore. Allowed Roper to beat out a great infield single, and he'll take another RBI. That one is good.
Now batting for the Falcons, number 18, Charlie Scott.
Again, this is, in my opinion, the walk-up of the year already. So Roper Wensky, that is RBI number 3 for him this season. And that is a true one. As a nice hit to Moore, and he just couldn't respond in time. Brings in Charlie Scott, the right fielder, as he takes a fastball in that lower portion of the zone right in the middle.
Is it too early to review the 10, 15 run rules in South Carolina?
We can do it. So it's 15. If you're up by 15 after 3 innings, this game is called. And if you're up 10 after 5, game is also called. Charlie Scott grounds it foul down the left field line. But yeah, so Falcons, as I said, coming into the night with a perfect record against Westwood. They are 10-0. Last year's games did not go well. They lost 13-0. Westwood did, and 11-0. And if that doesn't do it for you, Flora outscores Westwood 51-7 at home. Runner got off first, got out to first. Roper got caught slacking, and Nathan Caldwell showing you why. The 215 loved him this year. Throws a man down at first. But the damage was done. 8 come across, and the Falcons lead 8-0 as the first inning ends. Gives the pitching some cushion. Sparky, we'd assume, will come back to finish or start inning number 2. We'll be right back here on Definite Fiction unless Jeff wants to talk over me.
Oh yeah. Wait. Actually, wait. I have to since I brought the score bug into the bottom left, I have to make some adjustments. I'll read some ad copy next time.
Perfect.
All right. We'll be back.
So Ray Seaton begins the second inning for Westwood. Not a scene he wants to come into. They trail 8-0. Sparky Henderson, the right-hander on the mound, will get it going in inning number 2 for AC Flora. He set down the order, all strikeouts in the top of the first. Sparky comes home. That ball's grounded over to short. Joe Ray, the first time I'm calling a fielder tonight for the Falcons, easily flips it over to Tyler. Out number 1. And 1 pitch, 1 out, just how Sparky likes it.
Up next for Westwood, number 5, Austin Jeffcoat.
So Austin Jeffcoat took over on the mound. He'll step in, another right-handed hitter. The sophomore at the plate, doing a little better than he is on the mound. He's 4 for 7 so far this Spring with 3 for 3 in their last win against Lee Central with an RBI to boot. Sparky greets the righty with a fastball right down the middle. He's going to hit that back up the middle. No more no-hitter for Sparky. As that finds the center field grass for a base hit, and Jeffcoat is aboard, 1 out.
Now batting number
Well,
14,
blink and you miss it.
Micah
2 pitches
Henryhand.
and 2 balls were hit into play. Micah Henryhand, which is one of my favorite names to say tonight. Don't worry, Jeff. We got some good ones Reporter got on Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Number 6.
So Henryhand, one of the lone seniors on this team. Only 2 for 9 this year. But he has 6, yes, you heard that right, 6 RBIs so far this season. He has more RBIs than he has hits. Just how he likes it. After a long pre-at-bat ritual, he comes in. It's righty on righty. First pitch from Sparky coming home, swinging strike, flew by a fastball against Henryhand, and it's 0-1. At first, Jeff Cody has 1 stolen base so far this year. He had 3 last year, none against the Falcons. Second pitch gonna come home, high heat, staying off of it is Henryhand. Does a little Soto shuffle in the box. Falcons in their all whites with their white caps. Westwood, red caps, red uniforms, black pants. Beautiful color combination for the Red Hawks. So they still trail 8-0 on the scoreboard here in the top of the second. Sparky, another fastball up high.
I'm playing fantasy baseball with some college buddies.
Yeah.
I have the 4th pick.
Okay.
Who do I go with?
It's a great question because unfortunately I don't pay attention to fantasy baseball and
Oh
how
my
it works.
goodness.
I know. Probably a good pitcher, I think. 2-1 inside fastball. Sparky in danger of having his first walk of the night. Probably a good pitcher. I feel like I'm trying to think of. I think actually maybe probably
Well, they have Acuna at number 1.
Acuna.
Acuna.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay, never mind. It's hitting. I was trying to think if it was
well,
pitching or hitting going
Not
more.
everything.
So
yeah.
hitting, probably go Acuna at 1. You still got to look at Shohei up there. I mean, even though he's not
Yeah.
pitching, he'll still be phenomenal at the dish. 3-1 coming home to the right-hander. Breaking ball hits the outside part of the plate. Full count up coming to Henryhand. But no, I'm thinking.
See, here's what I'm worried about. Like, it's going to go Acuna, then, like, Mookie Betts.
Yep.
And then somebody's going to take Juan Soto third.
Yeah, Soto.
Which
That pitch. High fastball, ball 4. Sparky has his first walk of the night.
yeah, which would leave me with Freddie Freeman as
I mean,
at least on the list that I've seen.
Freddie's not bad.
But it's not exciting.
I'm trying to think. Shohei's not. I mean, I don't know where Shohei is though. I mean, he'll play pretty much every game at DH
Yeah.
because he doesn't have to pitch. So.
Wait, do they do DH and NL?
Oh yeah, yeah. There's DHs now in the whole baseball.
Oh, jeez. I probably should have known that. Maybe I shouldn't be playing fantasy baseball if I don't know that.
I can help you draft your team. Don't worry, Jeff. His pickoff move to second. Sliding back safely is Jeffcoat. At the dish, going to be the right-handed hitter, Christian Schumacher, the right fielder for the Red Hawks. He's hit 2 RBIs so far this season. Number 2 or number 3. 3 and 4 on the base pass for him if he can get him home. First pitch to him, high heat, but he swings through it. Strike 1. I'm trying to think, Jeff. I'm thinking the whole time. Don't worry. I'm just
Yeah.
trying to get an idea of Altuve's not a bad idea as much as people don't like him anymore. Bregman's not a bad idea. Aaron Judge. I mean, that guy hits with everything he's got. So. 0-1 coming home. Weakly grounded back foul on the left side towards the Red Hawk dugout. It's going to be 0-2 for Schumacher. So, yeah, those are kind of just a couple people I'd think about. I mean,
Yeah,
there's
I really want Juan Soto, but
I mean, I love Juan Soto. I just don't think he gets that far.
no, I'm gonna be so disappointed.
Bryce Harper's also not a bad idea. Bryce Harper can hit with the best of them. So,
Yeah,
well, Sparky 0-2. He walked his first batter. Jeffcoat got aboard with a hit. That ball in the dirt. Beal gets in front of it. Makes everyone go back to their bags. Great play in the battery from Beal. That ball looked like it could have got under between his legs. But he stops from going to the backstop and keeps the runners at first and second. 1 ball, 2 strikes. here against the right-handed Schumacher. Sun's officially gone down here in the Midlands, and the lights come on here to Falcon Field, something I have not said in about 8 months, and I'm giddy with excitement for saying it. One and two coming home for Schumacher. Weak swinging strike three. Sparky has his 4th strikeout of the night. 3 of them have been swinging, and that's how you follow up. 2 on, 1 out. You have 2 on, 2 out now for the 9-hole hit, or the 8-hole hitter. Got a little ahead of myself. The shortstop, the right-handed Zach Hardy. He steps into the box, Sparky, trying to get out of the inning. First pitch to him coming home, low and inside, ball 1. Beal able to keep it from going to the backstop. Hardy's first appearance this season last year was 1 for 7 with 4 strikeouts in his couple lone appearances for the Red Hawks. Looking to try to change that fate here and drive in a run in his first at-bat of this 2024 campaign. We can...
Is that varsity girls soccer maybe?
I'm assuming. I don't know who plays after them. I didn't look at the soccer schedule. So maybe softball too.
Yeah, well, no, softball usually... Oh, that's actually a good point. They stagger the softball and baseball. I just can't remember which one.
Well, I know they were playing. I think they were playing JV when I was walking in. I think. I mean, they didn't look like they were like seniors in high school. 1-0, low pitch, ball 2. Sparky falling behind the shortstop. 2-0. It's an 8-0 lead for AC Flora. 2 outs here in the top of the second. Sparky has 4 strikeouts, looking for another. Westwood looking to try to cut that deficit down just a little bit. Just try to chip away at the Falcons, rather. Peck away, if you will. 2-0 pitch. Fastball outside portion of the zone. Hits strike 1. When's your fantasy draft, Jeff?
Next Wednesday, I think.
Are we streaming at all?
Am I going to stream my fantasy?
No, I'm saying, like, are we streaming during your fantasy draft?
We got, like, a lacrosse, maybe a triple header at Lexington.
Oh, gosh. Oh, that's when it got rescheduled? Strike 2, lower part of the zone.
It's either going to be a double header or triple header.
I think I have that off, actually. So beautiful, right? That's exactly what we wanted.
Yeah.
Well, 2-2, 2 outs, 2 on to the top of the second. Falcons looking to minimize the damage here. Sparky on the mound. Zach Hardy at the plate, righty on righty, but Sparky, before he does anything, looks back. Jeff Cote at second. Let's see, I think next Wednesday, I don't know why I looked at that. Next Wednesday, I got off at 5, so I can be there for, like, JV and varsity.
Oh, wait, no, sorry, that's next Tuesday.
Oh, I cannot be there for that.
Yeah. No, fantasy draft is Wednesday.
Oh, Wednesday. I thought you said we had a triple header.
Yeah, no, Tuesday. You asked me for a stream. I was like,
oh, so we stream like Wednesday. Like, yeah, that's what I meant. Come on, Jeff. That's what I meant. Hey. I mean, I know our next stream's Super Saturday. I thought there was one on Wednesday, too. Coming home, 2-2, swinging, strike 3, tips into the glove of Beal. Sparky, 5. Yes, 5 strikeouts, looking Grant Loggins-esque on the mound. Falcons lead it 8-0. Going to look to do more at the plate in the bottom of the second. We'll be right back here on Definite Fiction, but first.
Yeah. Let's, actually, I need some background music since we have music
I can
here.
throw it over to you to do an ad read, Jeff.
All right, special thank you to Superior Fence. Oh, wait, hold on. I got to pull up the contact card so people can see the numbers. And then they can, there we go. Oh, yeah. Here we go. A special thank you to Superior Fence and Rail. They're dedicated to providing first-class customer service. From the first phone call to final inspection, their team delivers friendly, responsive, and attentive service, quality fence products, and great communication. For a Columbia Fence company that you can depend on consistently, consider Superior Fence and Rail. Give Greg Graham a call at 803-239-1302 to get your next fencing project underway.
play May River
Yeah.
at home.
May River at home next Wednesday.
Correct.
All right. Oh, we're in the bottom of the second.
Correct.
And clear
So
count.
as Jeff
Oh,
so
man.
nicely said for me, bottom of the second inning underway. That ball low and outside to the right-handed Charlie Scott here to lead it off. In his first at-bat, Charlie came around and scored after he got aboard on a walk. Looking to take a hit aboard. He has 4 so far this spring. However, there's no RBI opportunity for Charlie unless he wants to go yard, and he tries to with his home run swing, but he lines it left foul.
He did hit a home run, right? Did he? No. I thought somebody hit a home run. Two people hit home runs. No?
Not that I'm aware of. I can look,
Just
but
imagining stuff.
I think you are, Jeff. I think you're not thinking straight. Oh, 1-1 coming home to Charlie. That ball, Jeff Coat bounces that back into the backstop. Wasn't even a chance for Caldwell to get in front of it. No, I don't think anyone's going to
Oh, maybe I'm thinking that he gave up the walk-off home run.
I wasn't going to say anything, but you said it for me. Yeah. We're not going to talk
That's
about
all right.
that.
Yeah,
but
we'll pretend I didn't say anything.
Yeah. Well, 2-1 coming in. Charlie lifted that one out in the left field line, cutting foul ball. Looked like DeJesus was going to make a long run on it, but that ball kept drifting foul, and eventually found the forestry of Forest Acres. Another line I'm excited I get to say again. Yeah, I'm looking through the games, Jeff. I don't think anyone's hit a home run.
No.
Charlie Scott, rough 1 out on the mound for him in that game against Chapin. That's all I'll say on that. It's a 2-2 count for the right fielder. Jeffcoat, the righty, comes home. Looks like a changeup outside. 3-2, full count here for Charlie on deck. It's a third baseman, Jack Chetwood, and then in the hole, the left fielder, Scott Graham. All 3 of these men got on board last inning. Full count to come into Charlie. That ball blooped into right field, going over Schumacher. To his right, keeps going, and finally makes the catch. A little farther, I think, than he thought he was going to get. But that's out number 1 and a fly out for Charlie.
Now batting for the Falcons, number 1, Jack Chetwood.
Jack Chetwood comes back to the dish. He singled back in the first inning. He's looking to build on that success. Well, I think single's a loose term. He bunted singled, but single nonetheless. First pitch in there. High, ball 1. Well, Chetwood had that beautiful bunt that took Remy Gilbert off the mound and made him slip on the field. Looked like the ice over there for lacrosse. 1-0 pitch, high breaking ball, stays high. It's going to be 2-0 for Chetwood. Chetwood, the sophomore, coming into the night, 3 hits and 10 at-bats. Well, now 4 hits on 11. Has 2 RBIs, the 2-0. Inside, ball 3. And the Falcons have a free base open at first. Chetwood would love to start the inning off, well, continue the inning in a better way than it started. Start the offensive side, rather. 3-0 coming home from Jeffcoat. Inside, but that catches the zone. Strike 1. Jeffcoat looked like he took a little off that pitch to get it in there against Chetwood. 3-1, 1 out here in the bottom of the second. 8-0 lead for AC Flora. Coming home, Jeffcoat. Off speed, inside, ball 4. Chetwood throws the bat, and Jeffcoat throws a 5-pitch walk. Falcons have their first base runner of the second inning.
Now batting number 5, Scott Graham.
Oh, and will step in Scott Graham. Scott going full-on rat for his walk-up. It's cool. That's the best part about baseball. Some people go full-blown country, some people go full-blown rap, and then some are just the weirdest things you've ever seen before.
Yeah.
Like I told Jeff in the lacrosse stream last year, my walk-up of the year was unwritten from Rince Best, so hoping he bring that one back, but I haven't heard him play. So first pitch coming home to the lefty Graham. Outside, ball 1, fastball, doesn't catch the zone. Well, as I said, this is Graham's second at-bat so far this year. He hit a little bit in the preseason, but those games did not count. That was that first game against Chapin and the 4-inning game we had in that tournament. Second pitch, 1-0. Missed his spot, which is why they made a call to the ball. Maybe an inch or 2 high, but close to the zone. The blue behind the dish says it's 2-0 for the right-hander on the mound, Jeffcoat. Over at first is Chetwood. He's attempted one this year, or stolen base. Strike one, outside portion of the zone's changeup. To be Jeffcoat's best pitch. As I said, Chetwood attempted two. He has one stolen base. He was thrown out earlier this season. Jeffcoat, he's going into his third inning of work this season. That ball is outside, ball three, and Jeffcoat endangering of giving up back-to-back walks. Jeffcoat's pitched 3 full innings. He's currently into his 4th inning of work is kind of what I was trying to say, but 4 strikeouts, 1 walk. He's yet to surrender a run so far this year. That comes tonight. 3-1, 1 out. Strike looked a little high. Graham didn't like it, but it runs the count full here with 1 out in the bottom of the 2nd.
It's a little high, but it was also a little inside.
Yeah, it was one of those where it also missed his spot, but umpire decided not to. He gave one for earlier, but he did not give that one. So it's been interesting to hear the umpire behind the dish. 3-2 going at first. That's a ball 4. Will not matter. I think he got lucky. It was a great diving attempt from Hardy to keep that in the infield. Could have been very disastrous if it got past him.
Yeah,
but
it could have mattered.
No, it could have mattered.
It keeps going.
But Caldwell got a bit antsy behind the dish, but 2 on, 1 out for Evan Smith, who thrives in clutch opportunities. I think he had not 1, but 2 walk-offs to the 2-1-5, including a walk-off in the first ever game we saw, Jeff.
Yeah.
He was all over the place last year, had his fingerprints on the 2-1-5's run to the state tournament last year. That run got cut early.
He had the air fly ball.
Yes.
Blooping foul ball to
Yeah,
center
the
left.
one that was rolling there. Oh, he's going to try to hit 2 home right here. That ball swinging, slicing, foul ball going toward the soccer field. Evan, again, one of the best hitters in the 2-1-5, one of the best hitters last year, coming back this year as a senior, trying to continue that success. He's now 4 for 11 this year, as the air technically counts as not a hit, so kind of get that goes. 0-1 coming home against the righty. Fastball outside, catches his own, and it's 0-2 against the senior. Evan has 2 RBIs this year. 3 is staring him legitimately right in the face. You got Jack Chetwood at second. 0-2 coming home. Evan watches one go low and outside, ball 1. Jeffcoat couldn't get a 3-pitch strikeout. He'll try to get a 4-pitch one. Is trying to get his 5th of the season. On deck, number 28. Again, the newly freshly called up Rohan Bremer. If it gets that far. 1-2 coming home to Evan, bouncing in the dish. Nice block from Caldwell. Pick that one on a rope. Keeping everyone at their bags. So Jeffcoat now back-to-back balls. Runs the count even at 2-2 with 1 out. Runners at first and second. Jeffcoat will come home. Evan lines that one in the left field. That's a hit, and it will drop right in front of DeJesus. Chetwood's going to be forced to hold up at third. It's going to get it in quickly. The Falcons have the bases loaded with 1 out, and the freshman coming up with a big spot.
Yeah, Evan hit that too hard.
He did. That one got down in a hurry, and DeJesus got it in quickly. Well, can't take that hit away from him. For Evan, that's hit number 5 for him this spring. So used to saying this summer from the 2-1-5. It's weird how those mannerisms stay. First pitch to Bremer coming home. Bremer cuts on one, going right, curving. Long run for Seaton, and that one's going to get out. He's going to find the bullpen, excuse me, as an airplane makes its delayed flight over. No comment, Jeff?
No, I was just thinking, we need the flyover music.
That was one of the best one-liners you've given me. I'm like, is that an airplane? You're like, yeah, you're about to hear it.
We're about to hear it.
For the lacrosse yesterday. 0-1 coming home to Bremer. That ball bounces away from Caldwell. Breaking for the plate, Chetwood. He'll slide in safely. Run number 9 for AC Flora. And the first run Jeffcoat has surrendered all season. Or technically it's unearned, but, wild pitch nonetheless.
Is it 1-1 count?
It is a 2-1. I thought it was 2-1, but yeah, I guess you're right. It is 1-1, yep.
Okay.
Well, Bremer now trying to do some more damage. Well, any damage. He had an RBI last time on a walk or hit by pitch. Takes strike 2 on the outside part of the zone. It's now 1-2 against the newly called up freshman. Technically had an RBI off a hit by pitch. I think he wants an RBI another way though this time. Wants to get his first varsity hit. 1-2 coming. Bremer swinging strike 3. Took the top off of him. Jeffcoat fooled him with the changeup low and inside.
Yeah, it was a good pitch.
It was a great pitch against Bremer, unfortunately, for the freshman. Had to watch that one, or swing through it, rather.
For the Falcons, number 9, Joe Ray.
So Joe Ray will get his crack now at Jeffcoat. He was one of the last batters faced by Gilbert. Joe Ray takes ball 1 high. His first at bat, Ray, he popped out to the second baseman, Kellen Moore. He wants a hit though. 1-0 coming home quickly, and the right-hander gets an off-speed pitch in the outside part of the zone.
I really hope the hot weather holds off until after the Forest Acres Classic this year.
I have no idea, actually. Chopping foul ball left field line. They haven't really announced anything. It seems like for at least the next week or two, it's going to stay kind of around this temperature,
Yeah.
which is really nice,
That'd be
especially for
amazing.
me, who's going to be
being out here all day.
pretty much. I'll be out here for all day of 3 of the 4 games, and then I'll be out here for the nightcap the Tuesday night. So
Okay.
that is the current plan, because I unfortunately have to do school. 1-2 coming home, curveball just a bit outside. Working on pins as needles and Ray, who watched it go by. He's played 3 straight games now, Ray. Yet to record his first hit of the year. Wants to find it here. 2-2, 2 outs, coming home. Jeffcoat way high. Caldwell gloves it though. Full count, 2 outs. First base is open, and if it gets that far, it's the catcher, Lucas Beal, behind him. Ray, in his 6 plate appearances, struck out 4 times. Jeffcoat, 1 pitch away from getting him here. Full count, 2 outs, coming home Jeffcoat. That ball's popped up in the shallow left center, coming on Henryhand. Calling everyone off, and he'll make that play for out number 3. And the Falcons only get 1 across after an 8-run first. Jeffcoat does a good job of minimizing the damage, and the Falcons lead 9-0 going into the 3rd.
All right.
Xavier DeJesus leads off the inning for the Redhawks. He will face Carter Harrington, a.k.a. Sparky, going into his 3rd inning. It's righty on righty here to begin the 3rd, and temperatures start dropping rapidly as Sparky throws one low and away for ball 1 against DeJesus. Sparky now winds, deals. 1-0, low again. Ball 2. Doesn't want to get in this trouble of throwing walks. Sparky's, say what you want about the pitching so far this year. He's been a great proponent of staying away from that walk category. Only had 1 coming into the night. He only has 1 tonight. However, DeJesus is ahead 2-0. The small but mighty right-handed hitter. Now 2-0, fastball outside. Caught him looking, strike 1. DeJesus, another great hitter so far. Now, they played really well against Lee Central, but DeJesus is 5 for 9 with 4 RBIs so far this season for the Red Hawks. 2-1 coming home. That ball lifted into right field, pushes Charlie back, but Charlie will settle under it in right field and make the play for out number 1. DeJesus took that breaking ball to right. Charlie made the play for out number 1. And that's how Carter begins the third inning.
Number 3, Kellen Moore.
Well, back to the top of the order we go. Kellen Moore, one of the 5 victims that Sparky has via the K. See if he can break that trend here for the Red Hawks as they start their second go-around in the order. Sparky will wind, deal home, swinging strike 1. Sparky, blows one by him. Charlie takes a deep breath. I don't know why I keep saying Charlie. Sparky takes a deep breath, and now Maher lifts one out to left field. Coming in, Scott Graham calling off Joe Ray late. Makes the play for out number 2. Well, fly out to right, fly out to left. And it's 2 down quickly here in the third inning for our good friend Nathan Caldwell. Caldwell, a menace behind the dish. And at the plate, trying to find his footing. He's now 2 for 11 this season. He does have 5 RBIs, but there's not a chance to get one here. Sparky looking to go 1-2-3 for the second time. Caldwell will call time. And give both men a breather before they start this duel. Right-hander on right-hander. Falcons up 9-0 here in the top of the third. 2 gone for the Red Hawks. First pitch from Sparky. Swinging strike 1. Off speed. Fooled Caldwell as he swings over a changeup on the inside part of the zone. Oh, and 1 coming home from Sparky. Caldwell cuts on it, foul. Oh, and 2 for the sophomore. This man, he can produce at the plate, hitting .367 for the Legion team. On base almost 50% of the time, 48.8 to be exact. This kid gets on and can find his groove. 0-2 coming home, fastball low, ball 1. Just missed for Sparky. It's Jeff dabbing up some people around him. You know, good to be back, Jeff.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's nice.
Well, I know I love baseball a little more than you do, so. But I'm sure you're happy to be here. There's a line in left center. That's going to get down for a base hit. Caldwell, the second hit tonight for the Red Hawks, as Scott Graham cuts it off before it gets too dangerous for AC Flora. As I said, he can rake. Caldwell with a 2-out single. Caldwell, even though he's very dangerous on the base pass, have 3 stolen bases. Instead, Xavier Johnson
Number 10, Najee Stedman.
will go to first to pitch run. Johnson, he has none this year, but he had 6 last year, was caught stealing twice. He now steps in at first, and Najee Stedman, the right-handed batter, will step in to face Sparky here with 2 gone in the top of the third. Sparky checking on the man at first and comes home. Chopped foul from Stedman. Johnson is running on contact, and that means any contact. He was about 2/3 of the way down the line once that ball was hit from Stedman. I don't think he took off either for stealing. This Westwood team got speed to spare, but they got to find the base pass for that. Only done it twice tonight. 0-1 coming home. Swinging strike 2. Blew a fastball right down Broadway. Stedman couldn't catch up to it. Sparky 1 strike away from getting out of the inning. Stedman yet to strike out this season so far. Sparky going to take his time stepping off the rubber before he pitches number 3 to Stedman. Falcon defense hasn't got much action tonight. Sparky's been brilliant. And he got him 0-2. Coming home the pitch, fastball outside, ball 1. Threw a rocket to Beal's glove. Stedman lays off. It's 1-2. Stedman, Sparky, right on right. Now runner at first goes, ball low, no swing. Umpire says he didn't go, and it's easily stolen base for Johnson. That's his first on the season. Beal does an attempt to throw down with 2 outs, and it runs the count even at 2-2. Two out. Sparky lines, comes home, pitch, foul ball. Hard hit foul ball, found the back of the back netting. When I mean the back, I mean there's a back net, and then there's a way back net behind the walkway to come in. That's where Stedman found, and he hit it on a rope. The junior now is a runner in scoring position. He's hit 3 RBIs this year. Sparky yet to allow a run here against the Westwood team in the 9-0 lead here in the top of the 3rd. 2-2 coming home. Sparky lined into left field, and that will be an RBI for Stedman. Scott Graham will cut it off, and Stedman will hold up at first. Johnson comes across with the first Westwood RBI. As the Red Hawks cut the lead, it's now 9-1 in favor of AC Flora. Beautiful piece of hitting from Stedman. He was behind 0-2 in the count. Waited for his pitch, ran it to 2-2, and then lifted one into left. Got an RBI in. Sparky, first RBI he's allowed, or first run he's allowed tonight. The first baseman, Ray Seaton, steps into the dish, the right-handed dish, to be more exact. Man out first pitch to him, right down Broadway, strike 1. Seaton doesn't even move the bat. Stedman, he has 1 stolen base this year. He has 2 walks, rather. 1 stolen base over there at first. Ray at the plate. He takes off, now pitch. Call the ball down to second. Ball bouncing. Roper can't put the tag on him. And Stedman has a stolen base. Back-to-back stolen bases from Johnson. And pounding into the ground goes foul left to the left field, or left to the third base bag.
All right, we are back.
Foul ball from Charlie. I think it's 2-2 count. Charlie just fouled one off down the left field line, and we have a couple runners come across. I'm not sure how much you missed.
Yeah, what was the
it's an 11-2 game.
Wall pitch, right?
Yeah, 11-2 game in favor of AC Flora. Coming home 2-2. That ball's lifted way foul. Some sort of fox may find that ball in the morning, or right now if it hits him. Now, Jeff has a fun story with a fox. That's a story to tell another day. The fox for the B team tryouts.
Oh jeez.
That's the exact reaction we wanted. 2-2 coming home behind Charlie. Doesn't hit him though. Caldwell almost made like a catching my breath moment behind the plate because he had to walk over and grab that. Well, full count here against Charlie. First base is open. Behind him on deck is Chet Wood, the third baseman. Falcons up 11-2 here in the bottom of the 3rd. Charlie lines that one down the left field line. Foul ball. Charlie just got ahead of it. He's kicking himself at the dish right now, wishing he had that one back. Instead, he'll step in back to a full count. Infield back to regular play depth. Well, up the middle is double play depth, but both corners are back on the dirt. As Jeff Coate will step off and look back Roper, who's getting in his head over there at second base. 3-2, nobody out. Coming home, Charlie brushes him off the plate. Ball 4. Charlie gets aboard with a walk, his second of the night. And the Falcons have man on first and second for Jack Chetwood.
Now batting number 1, Jack Chetwood.
Well, Chetwood tonight also reached on a walk, but he's also singled in the game. He's looking for another hit here, his time against Jeffcoat. Trying to bring in some runs with it. First pitch to him against the righty. Caught the inside port of the zone. Strike one. Chetwood a little surprised. I mean, Chetwood looked a little surprised. But he falls behind 0-1 to the righty, Jeffcoat on the mound. Jeffcoat has worked one other appearance. He has a win on the year, only 2 2/3 innings for him. He is currently just over an inning of work for him right now, if you do the math. Hasn't recorded an out year in the third. 0-1 coming home. Breaking ball stays inside. Looked like around the same spot the fastball was. Referee calls it a ball. It's 1-1 for 1 out. Or no outs, excuse me. 1-1 for number 1 is what I saw. Breaking in the baseball. 1-1 coming home. This one hits Chetwood in the back. Square on that number 1. So Falcons will have him loaded for Scott Graham. Scott, joining the crowd, has also walked not once but twice tonight. But that may be all for Jeffcoat, who has not had a third inning to remember. 5 up for the Falcons. 5 have all gotten on. 2 have scored for AC Flora here in the bottom of the third.
64 pitches I got, somewhere around there.
Somewhere around there.
I have been missing pitches every now and then.
They're gonna keep Jeffcoat in. Again, we do want to remind you, just in case it gets that far, there's 15. If we get up to 15-point lead, which would be a 17 runs in the game, they would call it. The only reason I mentioned that, we're up by 9.
And there are no outs.
And there are no outs. So
in the hole is the game-winning run.
Correct. Just want to bring that up before it kind of gets down, because I remember when I was a little green doing this my first time back up in softball, my broadcasting partner, who was not as green as I was, ball 1 inside and low against the lefty.
Mm-hmm.
But there's an 8-run rule in college softball. And so he'd been doing this for a while, and he was on the call, and I was doing his color. And we hit a walk-off homer, and he let he didn't even realize it was a walk-off. He's like, it's a home run, and the Gamecocks go up 8-2. And I'm like, and it's a walk-off. And he's like, and you're so right, Alex. And I'm like, yeah, I am. Well, 2-0 against the left-handed Graham. He watches strike 1 go by. It's a fastball right around the letters. So, yeah, that's the only reason I say that, so fans at home can get out of a sense of where we're at in the game. Because I vividly remember having to say that in the whole way. And I'll tell you more why in a second. 2-1 coming home to Graham. Brushes him off the plate, but it catches the zone. Strike 2. Because my friend was doing PA for that game. And he texted me just to remind me. He's like, just so you know, if we score like X amount of runs this inning, it's a walk-off. And I'm like, yeah, I know. And then after the game, I was like, yeah, he didn't know that. And he's like, of course he didn't. Ball inside, gets away from Caldwell. Ooh, man, running off second. Have to get back as Charlie. I think it was a good read by Roper over there at third. That ball bounced off the brick on the backstop, which allowed Caldwell to get to it a little quicker than he may usually do. Charlie kind of got lucky as Caldwell didn't want to make the throw down to second. But it's 3-0, or 3-2 here to Graham. He's going to sky that one high into shallow right center. Going back is the short second baseman Moore. He actually comes back onto the grass for out number 1.
Infield fly call.
Yeah, it looked like he had some more carry to that, but it kind of just died straight in the air. Well, not having one of the first out to go as no movement comes across for the Falcons. However, if there's anyone who are going to get movement against, it may be this man, Evan Smith. Evan has an error, which debatable single back in the first, and he had a single back in the second. Looking for his 3rd time on base here against Jeffcoat in the 3rd. First pitch to him, righty on righty, fastball outside, ball 1. Jeffcoat put a lot on that, just couldn't find the zone and was not happy he couldn't, kind of signaling, what did I miss? It'll be 1-0 with 1 out here against Evan. 11-2 lead for AC4. They already have 2 in the 3rd. Coming home, breaking ball, catches the outside part of the zone. Strike 1. I think Evan kind of shook it.
Evan and I had that being up.
I think he also shook it off, saying maybe it wasn't my pitch. You know, but yeah, this is the angle I really don't have. I have the left side of the plate, not the right. 1-1 coming home. Fastball outside. Ball 1. Ball 2.
It would have been a strike on me, but I'm 6'4". So,
Would not have been a trick on me then. I'm 5'8".
yeah, no.
No, okay. No. Little height discrepancy here.
Sorry, I apologize, Alex, but yeah,
Oh.
no.
Evan dominated this Westwood team last year. Was 3-5.
Wow.
And they're going to say hit. Oh, they're going to say Evan moved into the batter's box, I think.
Huh.
So what they're going to rule there, the referee's going to rule that they're going to say Evan leaned into the pitch. So they're going to bring him back.
But his arm didn't go forward.
Yeah, so they're actually going to talk about it right now. There's two umpires for these games.
Because he went like this. So like his lower body went forward, but where the ball hit
It
did not go
Okay.
forward.
Well, they're going to say yeah, he leaned into it. I think Evan's trying to argue your point as well, that it hit him in the spot that didn't move forward.
Huh.
Evan, well, they're going to keep him in the box, and Evan's got to keep it going. That's an automatic strike. They're calling batter interference technically, I think is their correct call.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on that, though. 2-2, 1 out. Bases are juiced for number 29, who can deliver, but he needs to put one in play to do so. 2-2, 1 out. Jeff Cook coming home. Pitch. Skied right field way back. Schumacher going back toward the warning track, getting loose, and he makes the play at the wall. But it's easily going to bring home Roper. And it will allow another man to move in. He's waving around, going home, play at the plate, sliding. He's out. I thought Charlie got under the tag. He thinks he did too. But a fly out to right field brought home Roper. It was not enough to bring home another. And that's how the inning ends. What a wild end of the game. Falcons bring home 3 in the third. It's a 12-2 ball game going to the fourth. Falcons can hold the lead. Ball game over. We'll be right if they can hold the lead for the fifth. My bad. Ball game over.
Yep. All right.
Currently watching the replay to see if Charlie got in, but either way, top of the fourth inning, Sparky back out there for the Falcons, and a fastball right down Broadway against a 6-hole hitter, Micah Henryhand. Well, it's pretty close, but referee had to make the bang-bang call, and he don't think he was in the place to favor the Falcons. Either way, 0-1, checking a swing, foul ball on the first base line. Quickly, 0-2 here against the 6-hole hitter for the Red Hawks.
Yeah, he may have gotten in, but you can't say it was like a bad call.
No. It was close, and referee made the bang-bang call, and sometimes they go your way, sometimes they don't. 0-2 against the center fielder. Sparky working his longest game to date. Coming home, the right-hander deals fastball low. Must have been right around the knees. It was darn close, but I didn't give it to him. So Sparky, last inning, kind of one you got to wash away. Had 2 quick outs to begin the inning and then gave up 3 straight hits to allow 2 Red Hawks to come up across. They lead by 10 now, AC Flora. He throws one low that time, no debate, 2-2. Sparky's worked, as I said, 2 appearances this year, but so far, he's only worked 3 innings in each. He's now into his 4th, trying to become one of those reliable starters for Coach Hallett as the season progresses. 2-2 coming home, another low fastball doesn't catch the plate or the zone. 3-2. So as I said, one of the main problems of this team is just the amount of production lost, and a lot of that came on the mound. The Falcons returning their most prolific returner from last year. Sparky didn't even pitch last year. Or he did, but in limited capacity. Was Hank Collins. However, Hank comes out of the bullpen. And Sparky the starter. 3-2 coming home line. Back up the middle. That'll get down for a base hit. Nice piece of hitting from Henry Hand. Takes the hard turn at first before Evan in center makes it into the infield. So the second time through the order has proved to be more of a baby. They're seeing him better, maybe. I'm not sure, because I mean, 5 strikeouts for the first time in the order is not usually like one of those things. But I mean, this ever since that Caldwell in the 2-hole, they've had 4 solid hits against Sparky. We'll see if the right fielder Christian Schumacher can continue that. He was one of the 5 strikeout victims from Sparky back in that second inning. He had an RBI chance and could not put one in play. First pitch to him, righty on righty, is sliced foul into the backstop. Over at first is Henry Hand. He has 0 stolen base attempts. He had 3 last year, so again, Westwood got the speed on the base pass. We'll see if they use it. Schumacher, the junior, did not play last year for varsity. This year he's 3 for 5 at the plate, now 3 for 6 with his 1K from tonight. Sparky comes home, 0-1, weakly grounded and fouled into it. I think it hit him after it hit home plate. So it is 0-2 as Beal going to make a quick talk to Sparky over there between the mound and the home plate. Trying to figure out the next ball to attack. Looked like there's some movement over there in the Falcon bullpen. I'm yet to get a visual on who it is, but Sparky's not used to going kind of this long into games. We'll see how much longer Coach Hallett asks him to go. Oh, and 2, Henry Hand at first, Schumacher at the dish. Righty on righty. Henry Hand goes, swinging strike 3, the throw down to second. Not in time. Henry Hand swipes it. So strike him out in a stolen base. At the same time, Sparky gets number 6, excuse me, not 7. What am I thinking?
Up next for Westwood,
He gets Schumacher
15,
twice.
Zach Hardy.
So it's now number 8 in the order for the Red Hawks. It's Zach Hardy. You got Henry Hand over at second. I doubt he'd try to move to third there, as no one's attempted to steal third tonight. First pitch to the righty, Hardy. Fastball way outside of the left-hand batter's box. 1-0. Gonna give me a game or two, guys, to get back into the swing of things. But once we get back into the swing of things, it's gonna be a lot of fun here at the Diamond for us. As the sun has come down and the temperatures have quickly dropped here in Forest Acres. A lot of jackets have quickly gotten pulled out here at Falcon Field, including Jeff Rose's.
Yeah, no. I got my nice thick coach's jacket for lacrosse.
You see, I've had the jacket on the whole time because I just didn't want to put it on in the middle of like an inning. So yeah. I kind of had my USC zip-up jacket on the whole time. So fastball catches the zone outside. It's 1-1 here against the right-handed shortstop for Westwood. Sparky, he's still out there, still working. 1-1 and 1 out. 12-2 lead in favor of AC Flora. Sparky waiting a long time, and he'll finally step off and look Henry Hand back at second. Interesting to see. Usually you see Hardy, the batter, kind of call time there instead of Sparky, who waited his turn. Hardy was one of the now 6 strikeout victims for Sparky, and the 1-1 comes home. Curveball catches the zone. Started at Hardy. Hardy turned to take the hit. Instead, finds the zone. Beautiful pitch from Sparky.
The ump has been consistent. That has been called a strike.
1-2 now the count against Hardy. Beal sets up outside. And he'll come home right down the middle. No way.
Maybe a touch low?
Maybe. Either way, 2-2. It's one of those that if you miss your spot, you kind of gotta face the referee behind or umpire behind him. We've seen it against Westwood tonight. Now we potentially see it against Flora. 2-2, 1 out. Regular depth from both the infield and the outfield. They're playing Hardy straight up, maybe a touch in right. 2-2, coming home, swinging strike 3. That ball gets away from Beal, and that goes all the way down the third base line. It's going to bring Chetwood off. Henry Hand taking the turn home. He can't get it out of his glove. Throw down, not in time. Henry Hand comes around from second. Now the throw down to second, catching Hardy lacking, and he got him. Wow, what a play. So it was a string strike 3 in the dirt, so Sparky has strikeout number 7. However, a drop third strike from Beal got all the way down, kind of into that corner between the third base line and the dugout. Chetwood came over and got it. I don't think he realized Henry Hand took the turn going home hard. He's able to slide under the tag safely, but Hardy, who had a drop third strike, got thrown out at second. So 2 outs now to the 9-hole hitter, Xavier DeJesus. Ball is low. Ball 1 against the small center fielder. That ball, hard fastball, but it's outside for ball 2 against the right-hander.
Do you have the grades for, or the years for?
Depends. This one, he's a junior.
He's a junior.
Apparently, yes. I'm trying to think. I should have. I think the most they've ever scored in the game against us is 3, but don't quote me on that. So I thought I had it somewhere. So it's 2-2 coming home. Weak strike 1, swinging. Xavier DeJesus looks like he wanted to hold up, but kind of just moved the bat across the plate. It was a strike nonetheless, so coming home with the 2-1 is Sparky. Nobody on, 2 outs, 9-run lead for Flora. DeJesus pokes one out to right field. Charlie Scott drifting back, and he'll make the play with ease for out number 3. So in a weird strike him out, throw him out situation where we allowed a run to cross. Falcons allow 1 to break home with a 12-3 lead here at Falcon Field. Jeff, you got something for the fans before we go?
Yeah, let me put some background music on because they're playing. All right. Say a special thank you to Superior Fence and Rail. They're dedicated to providing first-class customer service. From the first phone call to the final inspection, their team delivers friendly, responsive, and attentive service, quality fence products, and great communication. For a Columbia Fence company that you can depend on consistently, consider Superior Fence and Rail. Give Greg Ram a call at 803-239-1302 to get your next fencing project underway.
Leading off for the Falcons.
It's been a wild game here so far at Falcon Field. Capped off by a very weird one run coming across for Westwood. They trail 3-12 now as AC Flora comes to bat in the bottom of the 4th. New pitcher for the Red Hawks, that's Christian Schumacher. Out there, his first batter will be the newly called up, Rohan Bremer. I was looking at that pitch that went over Rohan's head for ball 1.
It was in danger of being a foul ball.
I know.
He's got to get that bat down.
I know. He'll learn. He's young as a freshman. Got called up from JV today. Well, Schumacher coming in pitching for the first time this game, trying to keep this game at 9 runs as Bremer lines one right field, base hit. Schumacher gives up Bremer's first ever varsity hit for AC Flora. The freshman puts one into right field, and it's a leadoff single for the Falcons.
Now batting for the Falcons, number 9, Joe Ray.
Joe Ray comes back in for AC Flora to bat now. The right-handed hitter against the right-handed Schumacher. Looks like there's going to be a lineup change there for Coach Hallett, as he's talking about with something. I'm not sure what. He's the DH. They're going to put a pitch runner in for Rohan.
Pitch runner over there.
I think probably Rents, if I had to guess. So I think it's Rents Best coming in to pitch run.
First base, number 2, Rents Best.
I think it is a pitch runner because Rohan is a DH, but I'm not exactly sure on the rules of that. Either way, one on, nobody out. And that brings up Joe Ray at short. Righty on righty, first pitch right down Broadway for strike 1 against Ray. Well, before I was really interrupted by Rohan's first ever varsity hit, Schumacher has 1 appearance this year. He's a one inning pitched, and he gave up 5 earned runs for the Red Hawks. Falcons need 6 if they want to end this game. But he gets Ray to swing, and it's now 1-2. I thought it was 1-1.
I thought it was 0-2.
Oh, 0-2? Oh.
But I guess 1-2.
Well, 1-2 against Joe. Either way, there's 2 strikes against our shortstop in that pitch curve ball. Strike 3 looking. That broke right across the plate, and it froze Ray. So 1 hit allowed by Schumacher, and now 1 strikeout for him, as Lucas Beal comes back up to the dish for AC Flora.
Number 30, Lucas Beal.
Beal's had a solid game so far, 2 hits for the catcher, 2 RBIs as well. He also has come around with one of the 12 runs the Falcons have scored tonight. Lucas only had 1 hit this season coming into tonight. He has 2 to start tonight, and that ball gets away from Caldwell, skipping away, will allow Rents to easily scamper over to second. I mean, as funny as it may have sounded, like it looked like a cartoon run kind of in a way, because Rents wasn't really running. He was kind of looking back at Caldwell, seeing how badly the ball was missed. So one of those where Rents got over to second. Either way, it's now 1-0 against the junior catcher. Well, he's got another RBI sitting at second if he wants it. Schumacher trying to get him out. Pitch high, off speed, over the head, down the middle of Beal. And now it's 2-0. Again, they're still moving in the Falcon bullpen. I'm not sure how much longer Sparky will go. I'm not really sure who's warming up from the angle we have. We can't see it. 2-0 coming home to Beal. Beal, soft liner right at the second baseman, caught by Moore. Rents has to get back. And that's a quick out number 2. So after Schumacher get off a leadoff single, Falcons struck out and now line out. And Tyler looked a little squeamish right there. But I don't know why he is. He's 1 for 1 with 2 walks tonight, and he scored all 3 times he's gotten up.
He's going to need to drive in this run if we want to get
this
game done in the top half of the 5th.
Correct. Breaking ball. Breaks across the plate, but it's high for ball 1. Tyler, one of the better hitters on the team last year as well, hit 300 at the plate. He had 19 walks last year. He's on pace to try to break that this year. He has 5 so far. Second pitch thrown for Schumacher here is outside fastball for ball 2. And Schumacher, in the first lefty he's faced tonight, is behind 2-0 here against the Falcons' leadoff hitter. On deck, if it gets that far, it's never the the ever so dangerous Roper Wensky. Schumacher will come home. Another high ball. That one's ahead of the head of Tyler.
Yeah, I had that as a ball too.
Thank you, Jeff.
No problem.
I need Jeff Rose to actually call strikes and balls this whole game. Gotta keep you entertained, you know. I don't know if I don't move the cameras enough for you.
Yeah.
Well, as I said, Tyler has had 3 walks from the end of the night. He is 1 ball away from having 3 walks tonight. We'll see if Schumacher obliges and puts him on first. Pitch, breaking ball, high outside. Tyler throws the bat just as the pitch hits the glove of Caldwell for ball number 4. And as I said, the 3rd walk for Tyler tonight.
Now batting for the
And now
Falcons,
here comes
number
Mr.
7,
Wensky.
Roper Wensky.
Roper has 2 hits tonight, and he flew out to the center fielder back in the 1st. He singled also in the 1st, but he got picked off at first to end the inning. He also singled into left field back in the 3rd. Now the righty facing the righty Schumacher. First pitch, breaking ball, makes Roper duck for ball 1.
I forgot to clear the count.
Don't worry, it's only 1-0. It's nothing too bad.
All right, I'm good.
Yeah, you're good, Jeff. You're fine.
Roper did properly pull the bat down to avoid the foul ball.
Experienced athlete from AC Flora. That ball softly hit to second. Kellen Moore has a play. He'll flip it to second, and Zach Hardy has it for out number 3. So the Falcons cannot finish this one in the 5th. They're going to force them to have to come to bat in the 5th. Westwood, after a shaky inning, Schumacher gets the job done. For the first time tonight, the Falcons are scoreless in an inning. We'll go to the 5th with a 12-3 lead. New pitcher on the mound for the AC Flora Falcons here to begin the 5th. That's Luke Shalcom, the junior right-handed pitcher. He'll get 1, 2, and 3 in the Westwood order. Leading it off, the leadoff man, Kellen Moore. Kellen Moore, the second baseman, in a busy bottom half of the 4th. Comes back up looking for his first hit of the night. And he's one that's pretty happy that Sparky is done. That pitch fouled back. Sparky had a great outing, 4 innings, 3 earned runs. That was Sparky's longest outing of the season. 0-1 coming home to Moore, watches one right down Broadway, and Luke is ahead, 0-2 in the count. Sparky threw 79 pitches in the start tonight, and now quickly Shalcom working. 0-2 pitch, low and away, ball 1 with the fastball. Sparky had 7 strikeouts tonight and 1 walk, a beautiful game for Sparky as that one poked foul into the right side of the backstop. Going to be 1-2 yet again for the leadoff hitter. Sparky had 7 strikeouts. One of them was a drop third strike, as he only has 3 of the 4 runs are earned tonight against Carter. And the Falcons will bring that 12-3 lead here in the 5th.
Wait, they only have 3 runs.
Oh, never mind. I thought they had 4. I
So
don't know
2
why.
of the
Yeah.
two
No,
of the
no,
three
it was
runs
3.
then
It was
are-
3. I saw 3. I just assumed he had 4. I don't know why. Either way, 4 of the 3 runs. Getting warm behind us is Adger, by the way. He's also getting warm. That ball just missed inside Ball 3. And Luke has worked it full here against the leadoff right-hander Moore. Full count pitch coming home. Moore grounds it to short. Joe Ray. He's got it, collects himself, throws it across the diamond for out number 1. Tyler on the receiving end stretches out and grabs it. Oh, nice easy 6-3 double, not a double, but 6-3 ground out to start it. And this was the man who really kind of started the rally for Westwood in these last couple innings. It was 2 outs, nobody on before Caldwell singled and then stole a base. And then, well, his pitch runner stole a base and then eventually scored. Caldwell is the catcher, so he got pitch ran for almost immediately. Almost same situation, nobody on, 1 out for Caldwell, and he watches a breaking ball go right down Broadway for strike 1. Caldwell, young and only a sophomore. He's got a lot more years to play for the 2-1-5 as he weakly grounds that one down the left field line, and he quickly watches it go.
Did Sparky throw any curveballs? I
think he threw like some sliders and some sweeping sliders, but I don't know if they're curveballs to say. It's 1-1, right? Or is no 1-2?
0-2.
Oh, close enough. 0-2 against Caldwell. As Jeff reminded me, Caldwell yet to get struck out before tonight. He was struck out by Sparky. Shalcombe would love to be number 2 against the right-handed catcher. 0-2 coming home. That ball skied into shallow center. Joe Ray, the shortstop, goes back. He'll call everyone off and make the play on the outfield grass for out number 2. Caldwell showing his speed off. Was halfway to second when that ball was caught. Well, Joe Ray has 2 of the 2 outs here in the 5th inning. We'll see if Shaw can go a quick 3 for 3. Najee Stedman comes back in. Also had a single and an RBI in the 3rd, but
shift on.
He's one of those backwards Ks. Yeah, Coach Howell must have saw something.
Yeah, dropped connection again. Actually, I think what happened was security camera notification. I need to just turn off all notifications on my phone, I think.
Potentially. Well.
All right, first and second.
2 outs. Luke walked the last one. It was a double from Stedman to get on second. Luke had 2 quick outs, and just like Sparky in the 3rd, I'll get a man on first and second. They call a timeout, or Lucas calls another one. 3rd time he's talked to Luke this inning. Lucas and Luke, the ultimate battery, right?
Yeah.
You know what the battery is, right? You know what the battery is?
Yeah, I don't know what it is in German.
Oh.
Oh, actually, a battery is a battery, but I don't know what a pitcher and catcher battery would be in German.
They just call it the battery. I mean, they may just do it. I mean, at that point.
Actually, you know what they would do? I'll tell you in a second.
2-1, high fly ball into left field. Scott Graham going over left, at back toward the wall. Foul territory. Foul ball wasn't made by Graham. That's where my visual impairment comes into play.
Yeah, deep into the corner.
I couldn't tell Graham got it, but ultimately not. So 2's all around.
So it would be something like a Werfernehmerschaft, because that's what Germans do. Smashing.
Love
pitcher catcher team.
I love. This is the type of content people tune in for.
Yeah.
Not me, but German, but baseball terms in German. 2-2, 2 outs. Luke comes home. Curveball. No. Throw down to 3rd. It was a steal. He barreled into Chetwood. Looks like he's all right. Joe had to come pick it up, and that allows Seaton to take second. So 2 runners in scoring position. It opens up first base for Jeffcoat. 2 outs. We're in the top of the 5th. Falcons are up 12-3 in this contest after 8 runs in the 1st inning. But Westwood scored 3 in the last 2. Looking for more against the Falcons here at Falcon Field. Now Jeffcoat will call time as the Westwood dugout powering him on. Remember, the 10-run lead after 5 would require the run rule, so if the Falcons came up and scored in this situation, they would win. However, Westwood trying to prevent that from happening and keep into this ball game, keep me and Jeff here at Falcon Field a little bit longer. They have 2 on with 2 out. First base is open. It's a 3-2 count from Luke. Righty on righty. Jeffcoat, the right fielder, versus the new pitcher, Luke Shalcom. Shalcom will wind, he'll come home, swinging, strike 3, he got him. Luke Shalcom brings out the curveball to strike out Jeffcoat, and that will do it for the Westwood threat in the 5th. 2 on, 2 out on both in scoring position. Luke Shalcom, ice in his veins, strikes out Jeffcoat to end it, and that will do it. Falcons need 1 to end this game in the 5th. We'll see if we can get it. Exactly what you wanted to hear.
All right. So,
Number 18, Charlie Scott.
Yes?
yeah, we need one.
We do need one.
I'm cold. I want to go home.
Temperature dropped a little too quickly for
It
Jeff Rose's
just
take.
hit 9 o'clock, too.
You see, here's the thing. For lacrosse, for lacrosse, I couldn't deal with it. You could. For baseball, I can deal with it. You can. I mean, it's like one of those like give and take things. Well, Falcons have 3, 4, and 5 due up here in the 5th. Charlie Scott leading it off. It's righty on righty as Charlie watches strike 1 go by. Breaking ball outside part of the plate.
Yeah, Charlie, give the people what they want.
Walk off homer.
I want to see him.
Ball
Just
outside.
a double. A double's fine.
Double's fine, and then have Jack
Don't
bring him
ask
home.
for much, yeah.
Not asking for much, as Charlie Scott has. He's reached all 3 times. He was hit. He walked twice, and he also singled. And now he's hit. See, I predicted the future.
Wow.
Well, I mean, he got on base, Jeff.
I appreciate it.
Jeff's trying to go home and save his voice and his energy for the rest of the week.
I got to go to Oceanside tomorrow.
What time are you leaving?
I think it's 6:30 game, so I need to leave no later than like 3:30, probably 3.
Fun. Jack Chetwood now in. Watches strike 1 go by in the inside part of the zone.
You got to put together scaffolding
Oh, yeah.
for the stream.
Have fun.
Yeah. Unless they have stands. I don't think they do, though.
You told me that multiple times. You're like, hopefully they have stands. Also, Gamecock Lacrosse did win yesterday. Ball 1.
Yeah. New Hampshire.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, wait. And they're the...
I know what they are. Do you know what they are?
yeah, I
Did
saw
you
a
look?
little bit of it. I can't remember.
They're the Wildcats
Yeah,
of
Wildcats.
New Hampshire.
Yeah, they should have done something better than that. Something historic, you know?
Jeff Rose just clowning the mascot of New Hampshire. 1-1 the count. Got away from Caldwell, so right on cue, Jeff. Charlie's on second. And Jack Chetwood at the dish. Right? That's what you wanted.
Yeah. That's exactly it. Now Jack Chetwood can knock him in.
So a 2-1 count, righty on righty here. Chetwood looking to bring him home. So far tonight, Chetwood has a single, a walk, and a hit by pitch. So
2-1 count.
yes.
Yeah.
And now ball low, ball 3. First base is open, but Chetwood wants to end it. I think like Jeff Rhodes does. I won't say everybody, but I think Jeff does.
Yeah.
Chetwood has 1 walk coming into tonight. Obviously, he has another one, as I just said, but looking for number 3 on the season. 3-1 coming home. Curveball high, ball 4. And Chetwood gives Jeff what he wants. 2 on, nobody out. And Schumacher having some trouble finding the zone here.
Up next for the Falcons,
So,
number 5,
Scott Graham
Graham.
as the
Well,
name comes in on
I'm
the PA
not.
system.
I'm not looking for a walk-off walk. So let's get Graham to get a hit.
I would agree. Graham's put the ball in play once. He popped out to the second baseman. He's walked twice. First pitch on him, high, ball 1. The lefty watches the one go by. So again, Scott, this is his first start of the varsity season so far this evening, or this year. So pretty decent. I mean, 2 walks and a pop out, not the worst way in the world. Corner infield's in for Scott. Pitch, second one high inside, ball 2. And 2 ones around the eyes against the left fielder. And quickly, the coach going to come out and talk. Head coach Jeff Graves for Westwood.
I'm gonna play some music in the background.
I don't blame you. It's all right.
As I think Superior Fence and Rail.
Oh, there we go.
All right, if you're looking for a Columbia company that you can trust, for more than 2 decades, Superior Fence and Rail has been building quality fences. They're a Columbia fencing company that cares about its customers. Homeowners rely on Superior Fence and Rail for exceptional products and installations. They have more than 5,000 5-star reviews and a 94% customer satisfaction rating. Visit them online at superiorfenceandrail.com or give Gregory a call at 803-239-1302.
Perfect.
And yeah, that was among the songs in the mix, that was the loudest one. So sorry.
I'll be all right, Jeff. It's 2-0 against the left-handed hitter. Schumacher, the righty, throws a strike, though. Oh, took some off to find the zone and hit the outside part of the plate against the lefty. So now it's 2-1, 2 out.
Oops.
Nobody, or 2 on and nobody out. Falcons need 1 to end. It's a 12-3 lead here in the bottom of the 5th. Right now, Scott Graham at the dish. Watches a fastball go off the zone. Ball 3. And in danger of walking his 3rd straight. Or 2nd straight, technically, he hit a batter, so. But allowing 3 on via the non-hit is not what you're looking for Schumacher. If it gets that far, Evan Smith on deck. 3-1, and it will get that far. Ball 4, way high. And I think the cold's affected more than just you, Jeff. Schumacher has yet to find the zone this whole inning.
Yeah.
Falcons have him loaded. Who better to walk it off than Mr. Walk-Off himself,
Yeah, that's
Evan
the
Smith.
guy. Let's go.
I mentioned earlier, had 2 walk-offs for the Legion team. Trying to finish this game here at Falcon Field in 5. Falcons, after this game, they'll return to action on Thursday. They'll go to Westwood, and then they'll go to Greenville on Friday. Evan watches ball 1 go high. It's righty on righty here. And potentially what could be the last at-bat of the game. Westwood on the infield grass. Outfield probably should be playing in as well. Because, I mean, if one gets,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter if one gets over their head because if it's that deep, you're not throwing them out anyway.
Yep.
1-0 coming in. Swinging strike 1. Evan Smith swung through a changeup. Good pitch from Schumacher. The first swinging strike he has. Well, there's a man on deck that if it doesn't get to Evan, it's going to go to another one of the big 4 from Coach Howlett. That's Rince Best, who's warming up in the on-deck circle. 1-1 from Schumacher. Curve ball high. Ball 2. Was very close, but umpire said it was around the letters, which will allow Evan Smith to slide in ahead of the count. Evan has 2 walks this season tonight. He has a hit, an error, and a sacrifice fly. He watches ball 3 go by, fastball outside. Schumacher nowhere to put him. 1 more ball, this game ends. Evan would take another sacrifice fly as well. He has 2 RBIs this evening. Well, technically only 1 because 1 was the error. 3-1. Coming home Schumacher, and he will end the game. Ball 4. That one's way high. Falcons end this with a whimper and not a bang. It's a 13-3 ball game. And AC Flora will run rule Westwood again. They run rule them twice last year, and they do it once here. They'll play him again on Thursday in the 2nd of 2. And then, as I said, they will travel to Greenville on Friday before returning to action at home here next Tuesday.
All right. Well, win's a win. It's so anticlimactic to have the walk-off walk.
I mean, look, it's the first game of the year. You know, I didn't have my best stuff tonight, and obviously, so I'm not gonna complain. Actually, I'm gonna I'm gonna let this one. This one isn't gonna go on my tape anyway. So
All right, well, this is the best I got. So
best you got? I mean, yeah, it was a rough game at home.
yeah,
I was at spring break. I tuned in for like a part of it. And I was like, yeah, I don't think I watched much of it. I
yeah.
think when I tuned in, it was getting pretty bad early.
10 errors.
Yeah, just rough. But Falcons looked a lot sharper on the field. Got to get some
Yeah.
consistency on the mound,
Much
which
better.
I think this was promising.
Yeah, especially Joe Ray and Jack Chetwood.
Yeah.
The left half of the infield
No, I
looked
mean,
really
they
good.
look good. I'm waiting. I'm kind of curious, and I want to see what Coach Hallett does. We saw Hank Collins, and I didn't get to call his name out tonight. I was hoping I
Yeah.
would. He's been phenomenal this year. He's not allowed a single run over about 8 innings. I'm curious to see if Coach Howell's going to trust him in that starter spot. We saw him go the distance in the Legion AAA game, so we know he can.
Yeah.
But he's come out of the bullpen predominantly here for the Falcons. I'm wondering if Coach Hallett will eventually move him into that starter role.
Yeah.
'Cause, I mean, right now for starters, it's kind of been Sparky, and then Sam's been sort of an opener. I wouldn't really call him a starter because Sam will go a couple innings, but I guess
Yeah.
most of the team has really been kind of openers in that
And,
sense.
I mean, Sam will get, more and more as
I mean,
it
as we
goes
just
along.
saw, Sparky pitch his longest out of the day. This is his third appearance of the season. He pitched his longest outing so far with 4 innings, and
Yeah.
almost just on the brink of 80. He pitched 79.
Yeah.
So eventually, I think Coach Howlett's kind of easing his players in there because none of them have some real high school starting experience.
Yeah, what would be interesting though is to see what he does on Thursday, knowing that you have the game against Greenville on Friday. So
I would
I
agree.
mean, I wonder, would he call up a JV pitcher, or
I mean,
I don't know who.
So
who
the
is there.
weird thing is, I mean, we lost a lot of pitchers, but we've had people that pitch. Here, let me go through the list so I can just
Yeah.
tell you who's all thrown at least 8 pitch this year. So Rince has thrown 2 1/3 innings. Hank has thrown 8 1/3 innings. I'm gonna go to the back page where it's about to pick up. Charlie's thrown a little bit. Tyler's actually thrown a 1 out. He actually got out of that 5th inning, the
Yeah.
dangerous 5th inning against Dreer. So Tyler can pitch.
Yeah.
Sam's pitched a 5 1/3. Carter before tonight, Sparky has pitched 6. Now he's pitched 10 innings this year.
Yeah.
So he's probably done for the week.
Yeah.
Ryan Harrelson, we haven't seen tonight. He will pitch 4. He's pitched 4 innings. And then Luke, we saw tonight, second appearance, he's now pitched around an inning and
Yeah.
2/3. So we have some pitchers in the arsenal. It's just none of them really go long.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm curious. Yeah. So I think we'll
But
be
I would
interested to see
imagine
who
they
bring
would
up
try
next.
it'd try to hold off much pitching as they can for Greenville. I don't know how good Greenville is, but
I can look at you. I remember the pools came out today or yesterday, so I was actually looking at them from Lou.
Yeah.
So I can quickly do a little Twitter search and or X search if you will,
Yeah.
and we can pull up the 4A baseball pools that well, they're not 4A, but we can pull up the baseball. Oh no, they are 4A. They're 8th in 4A.
they're
So-
gonna be 5A in the fall though.
Yeah, yeah, they will. I mean, there's actually
half
it's kind of
the
weird.
schools.
There's no one in our region that's playing. That's in the top 10. It's Catawba Ridge, North Myrtle, Lawrence, Airport, James Island, West Florence, Easley, Greenville, North Augusta, and Hartsville.
Okay.
For 5A, just in case you guys want to keep the upcoming, Dorman's number 10 and River Bluff is number 6. We play both those teams, or both those teams will be playing in the Forest Acres Classic, not on our side, but the other side of the bracket.
Okay.
Should be some fun games in, as well. Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah, that'll be a good time. It's what, 2 weeks?
Yeah, I got 2 weeks. It's coming up really quickly, because I mean tomorrow it's the madness begins on Thursday, and before I know it, that weekend will be over, and then got another week of Flora sports, and then.
Yep.
Got a week where I'm pretty much here. Going to be here for around 12 hours every day.
Awesome. All right. So if people want to catch more streaming tomorrow
Oceanside.
at Oceanside Lacrosse,
will
B
not be in
team
attendance, but-
B team lacrosse on Thursday
Nice.
at Oak Ridge Middle.
I will not be in attendance for either of those. Sorry,
No.
Jeff.
And then day off Friday before Super Saturday.
Are we doing? You said you talked about how many games you're doing for Super Saturday. Are we still doing the one, or what you thinking?
I don't think I have enough data.
Gotcha.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't think I can do it. We'll see. We'll definitely do the.
we'll do
the boys.
varsity.
There's a chance to do the girls, and then Brandon will do the
Soccer.
boys. Boys varsity soccer, and then the girls soccer. Actually, they have somebody streaming them.
Beautiful. I mean,
yeah.
right now, I mean, Florida sports looking good. Softball teams, I think, won 7 in a row or something. I was looking at. I think the Florida athletics, soccer's looking good. I mean, baseball won tonight. They're now 2-3.
Yeah, soccer's boys are undefeated. I don't know what they did tonight. Brandon was streaming them.
Oh, we can hop over there.
At Irmo.
We can cross streams.
Yeah.
I mean, we can go from one definite fiction stream to another. I think that's like the best thing in the world, don't you
Yeah,
think?
it's fantastic.
Let's. Do you have it up or am I pulling it up?
No, you gotta pull it up
I'm
because
working
I'm
on.
still using
All
my
right.
data.
I'm gonna just quickly skip ahead. It was 3-1 Flora.
3-1-4. Nice.
That's what it looks like. Maybe a less late goal. It's 3-1 with 4 minutes left in the second half. So I mean, I'm assuming it's 3-1 Flora. 4-1. Nice. Got a late goal.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So 4-1 win
All
in Irmo.
Staying undefeated.
I know.
2 ties on the year.
It's been a solid spring sports season so far. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, lacrosse and baseball trying to get back to 500. They'll have a
Yeah.
couple chances to do that this week. And
We'll get it.
unfortunately, lacrosse does not have a easy task tomorrow.
No.
But anything's possible.
Yeah, let's see. All right. Well, thanks for watching.
for joining.
And yeah, I'll see you Saturday and
Everyone else tomorrow.
stream tomorrow. All right.